Spawning down in the bottom left position of Beckett. In the red, representing NeXT Esports, it is SERRAL. And his opponent, spawning up in the top right, the Italian Zerg player from Clash, it is REYNOR. And, well, what will we expect from these two players here? Hopefully we'll see some exciting matches today. Very likely that on this map, Beckett, we're going to be seeing some potentially either pool firsts or just very, very careful play. And as I say that, there we go. We got SERRAL popping down this pool first with the incredibly short rush distance of Beckett. You are kind of opening yourself up to being potentially 12 pool if you don't go for this early pool. Now that being said, REYNOR is playing a very early gas, and I think he's going to play a very early pool too, so that's kind of neat. For a long time, SERRAL was known for not really getting aggressive here, but wow, this is an incredibly early pool. This is like 7 seconds early. That is insane, actually. I like the adjustment from REYNOR. And SERRAL, well, we'll have to see if he is going to bank up some larva here. Yeah, it looks like he's going to have enough for 3 Zerglings right out of the gate. And could potentially get aggressive with this gas timing. But REYNOR's gas is much quicker than normal. I almost expect this to be a Ling Bane all-in out of REYNOR. I was just going to say, though, SERRAL has not been shy about mixing up his builds recently versus REYNOR. REYNOR has been one of the players who has been able to consistently take maps off of him in the recent future. You know, a handful of players in the world who can do that. Oh, we're actually going to see all 3 drones getting pulled off gas here. I think this is going to be a speedling all-in out of REYNOR. He's already building 6 Zerglings, but of course that is in response to his Overlord seeing this very, very quick bit of aggression. And this almost feels like a build order counter in favor of REYNOR right here. SERRAL, he is going to need to figure out that his opponent is not on a big drone count. And 3 drones do pop down to the natural here. Nice little bit of micro from both players. No drones going down. And yeah, REYNOR, he is building more and more Zerglings. This is absolutely going to be a speedling flood. And SERRAL just now got enough gas for a speed of his own. Very interesting that he's going after this rock's kind of I've got nothing better to do, why not? And, well, it is going to be a... Wow, he delayed that for second queen quite a bit. I wonder if SERRAL identified that. I don't think that he did. And REYNOR, he is banking up a lot of Zerglings right here. Oh, and he's going to jump on the Zerglings of SERRAL. That's going to give him the aggregate HP lead and will force SERRAL back home. And, I mean, there's actually no Overlords watching the center path up until this midpoint. So there is not going to be a lot of warning for SERRAL. Will he be able to get the wall down? He will need to get it down so quickly. Okay, there we go. The Ling does spot this. And SERRAL, he is going to go for the wall. But this is looking very, very dicey for him. This is so many Zerglings for REYNOR. And SERRAL, okay, he's already double reinforcing the wall. He knows that this is an incredibly dangerous situation that he's in. REYNOR going to be getting a lot of damage on these buildings. Nice re-wall. Cancel comes down. Oh, beautiful cancel right there from SERRAL. He is going to lose this one Evo chamber, but it will spawn out some broodlings, which is really nice. Need to see another building being constructed here. SERRAL accepting that now there will be a little hole, but the queen can plug it, and oh man, SERRAL's not building roaches yet. He needs to start building those. REYNOR still does have a very, very large army supply lead. SERRAL needs to keep this gap plugged, and he's actually done a great job of dealing with this. REYNOR is continuing to commit, though, and SERRAL never built any roaches. Oh, man, if he had gotten a couple of roaches out while that roach one was done, this would be such a better position for him. He's starting to drone, though. Oh, he thinks that REYNOR is going to be droning out of this, but REYNOR is going to be continuing to commit. We have not seen REYNOR build a drone in quite some time. Now, will SERRAL be able to hold on here? If he had a spine, maybe 2 spine crawlers behind this wall, he would be in a great position. But as it is, this is going to be really difficult to identify. He does see all the exit paths. Oh, this is going to be a fake third hatch. Oh, and this might get SERRAL to bite down very, very hard on the bait. We've already got a lot of drones out here, 4 gases in fact, and 37 drones out of SERRAL. He could be building roaches right now. He's going to start tearing down his own wall. Oh no. Oh, this is a disaster. REYNOR is fully committing. He is only on 18 drones now. He's actually 1 lower than he was momentarily a little bit ago. And look at this. It's a Spire. SERRAL getting caught. Oh, getting caught with his hand in the cookie jar. And REYNOR is going to absolutely jump on him once this Evo Chamber goes down. Oh, is SERRAL trying to bait forward? Oh, REYNOR showing a lot of patience right now. He wants SERRAL to kill this Evo Chamber off. He does not. Okay. Oh my god, that was such a smart mind game right there. So, because he kept this hidden, SERRAL kills his own wall. Now, +1 missile is going to be done, which means that even just a handful of... Oh, well, not a handful of roaches. 6 roaches. It's not going to be enough. There comes the move. And, well... This Overlord turned into an Overseer. SERRAL still doesn't know this is coming. This is his first warning, and he's going to get absolutely caught out by this. The roaches, they're going to try and plug the gap, but they're not going to be able to do it. Oh, the Zerglings of REYNOR push through, and SERRAL, he looked like he was in such a good spot. The drones trying their best to hold on, but it's not going to be enough. Ravager morphs on in. It will get picked off despite that 5 armor, and I think we're just going to have too much out of REYNOR. SERRAL will get forced out of game number 1. And here we go, spawning up in the top right position of Jagannatha. Currently down 1-0 in this best of 3 qualifying match. Representing ENCE Esports, it is SERRAL. And his opponent, spawning down in the bottom left, the Italian Trickster. Representing Clash, it is REYNOR. Oh, there were so many nice moves with that build right there. It would have been so tempting for REYNOR to finish off killing that wall. And that's what SERRAL was hoping to trigger in case it was additional Zerglings. But he didn't go for it. REYNOR didn't swallow the bait. And as a result, SERRAL didn't have what he needed to do. He had that game won if he had just built additional roaches, if he had kept the wall up. Oh, but that is just such a painful thing, and that's how StarCraft be sometimes. It do be like that. Sometimes you're playing really, really well, and sometimes you just get caught out. And that was a brilliant, brilliant move out of REYNOR. As it was, SERRAL still almost held. If he could have reconstructed the wall and made a really, really tight choke for his roaches, 3 roaches, 4 roaches, could have potentially held that indefinitely. Definitely if there were queens behind transfusing them. Oh, man. And the fact that SERRAL, one of his spotter overlords, the most important one, turned into an Overseer and ran out of the way is the reason those queens weren't in position. With about 10 seconds more warning, I think SERRAL actually holds that with a proper wall. Man, that was really the stars aligning to give REYNOR that victory in game number 1. Now, will we see SERRAL mix things up a little bit here? Will he get a little bit cheesy? Of course, he is, 1 match away from getting knocked out. So far, both of them playing pretty... Well, yeah, that's pretty standard. A little bit interesting, though. Never mind, he fixes it. REYNOR did pull 2 drones off gas for a moment, and then switch back to just 1 drone off gas. REYNOR actually delaying ling speed by a bit, so a nice little greedy adjustment from him, going to allow him to squeeze out, maybe just a quicker extra drone. Just a little bit of extra mining. Delaying that speed is very good if you can get away with it. And, well, it looks like he's going to be able to get away with it. It's going to be a very, very, very small timing lead for SERRAL. And Baneling Nest timing will be a little bit faster for the finisher as well. However, not substantially. We're talking a couple seconds. Ooh, a little bit of Ling Micro to start things off here. Nothing really going to come out of it. Both players droning up pretty significantly here. REYNOR starting up that 3rd queen. SERRAL hasn't started up his 3rd queen just yet. Ooh, and that's because he is going to be starting to put on the pressure here. He is building a fair number of Zerglings while REYNOR, he is electing to drone up a little bit more, so it's going to be on REYNOR to defend this. He does, of course, have the ability to morph in Banes. SERRAL will as well, though, and a little bit faster. Unfortunately, he doesn't have any Zerglings on the other side of the map, so this aggression, it could have had a really strong timing. But it's not going to be that strong. Wait, oh, what am I talking about? He did sneak some. Okay, so this is going to be some very, very frightening aggression. Banes are morphing in for REYNOR, but it is going to be up to him to defend this very, very tightly. SERRAL going to send some of his Zerglings forward here. Nice micro. Going to be going after these two Banelings, and will get a fair bit of damage on them. And he'll clear them out. He's got this hatchery extremely low. Meanwhile, though, there are Lings sneaking into the main base. A little bit of counterattack damage. Gonna grab at least one, maybe two drones. Oh, that is... Oh! Can he get the last drone? Yes, he can. Very, very nicely done. And meanwhile, Lingbane Micro is going hard. SERRAL, he's actually all-inning right now. He did not drone out of this. He got a Roach Warren, and he is going for broke. Very, very sneaky Roach Warren. I don't think that REYNOR has seen this. No, he has not. Oh, what a cute place to put this. And with the Evo Chamber wall, I don't think REYNOR should have any idea of what's coming. He is very far down in army supply, and his Roach Warren is just started. It is going to take a miracle to be able to hold right here. Oh, the Baneling not able to get the connection that it was looking for, but coming very close. We do have double Spine Crawler coming in. REYNOR pulling the drones off of that third base. He is up so many workers. If he can just hold on right here, he will absolutely take this game and this qualification. Now, that is a big ask, though. SERRAL bearing down with a lot of units here. We are going to see these Roaches going after the Queens, and they actually bottleneck the Banelings out a little bit. Oh, but they get a really nice connection right there. I love this Spore Crawler wall at the front. That is really, really strong. Oh, but SERRAL putting the Baneling right next to it. These Banelings will clear out most of the Banelings of SERRAL, and Transfuses on the Queen helping a lot. This wall is so good out of REYNOR. It is allowing him to hold much better than I expected. Huge Baneling connections on those Roaches. Going to be able to keep them at bay and keep them low. They were not able to run by into the main base. Meanwhile, it's actually SERRAL losing two drones on the other side of the map. Very, very nicely done from REYNOR. SERRAL, he's going to try droning out of this, but good freaking luck from this kind of disadvantage. So many drones more for REYNOR. SERRAL will find a spine, does kill the third base, which is nice. Oh, these Banelings, they need to get much better connections. Oh, the REYNOR Micro, very good, but not quite on point right there. And SERRAL will clear that up. REYNOR locking his own Banelings out from getting into the fight. Man, did two more drones just got picked off. How is REYNOR sneaking these counterattacks in every single time with absolute consistency? And SERRAL's drone count would be much, much better off if it were not for those Baneling or those Ling run-bys. 4 drones in total getting picked off. Really, really nice. And REYNOR, he is on 44 drones. He has not lost a single drone in this game. It's actually been SERRAL. Despite being the one who has been insanely aggressive, he has been the one losing 2 drones at a time, 2 more drones at a time, and then once more, 2 more drones. Just little counterattacks, finding lots of value, and that is REYNOR's insane strength in not just this matchup, but all the matchups. Now, here is the big advantage for REYNOR. He's got Roach Speed, he's got +1 missile. I wouldn't mind seeing him throw down a Nidus, because to be honest, it's hard to say. You can't be sure as REYNOR. Oh, he snipes off another drone right there with a little Ling run by. Damn, REYNOR is playing some unreal StarCraft right now. And SERRAL, does he have a lair? He does not, and it is not even on the way. He cannot afford it, in fact, and he is just going to have to try and defend on basically Hatch Tech Roach. Oh, nice job from from REYNOR right there, I should say, using that Overlord to split off against the Banelings last second. And honestly, just getting these Banelings to detonate for just a single unit, very, very effective. Roach Warren starting in the front for SERRAL. You already have one of those, bud. You don't need that. I would prefer just an Emo Chamber. It'd be so much cheaper. And we've already got +2 missile on the way. Honestly, REYNOR can move out with Roach Speed, and he should feel comfortable doing so. SERRAL, he is just... Oh, that's a massive Baneling detonation right there. SERRAL losing a lot of map control with these Zerglings. he was already in a tough position. Now he is in an even worse one. And REYNOR is kind of running all over him. There we go. We are going to see this big move out from REYNOR. So many more roaches, so much more army supply for the Italian Zerg. And SERRAL, he has no spine crawls. He does have his own +1 missile, but no roaches, which means adjusting these concaves is going to be very difficult. I love this setup from REYNOR. He is going to utilize as much surface area as he can get, and look at how much faster REYNOR's units are. They are going to get right on top of SERRAL's roaches, and I think SERRAL is just going to be completely overwhelmed right here. And yes, he will. GG is called. REYNOR takes the game and the series. Very well played by the Italian Zerg right there.